Hey guys, so in this video, I want to talk about Destined Rivals because it's looking like this is going to be problematic as well. We all know Journey Together, which is not a super interesting set in my opinion. Some people might like some of these cards, and we'll talk about them a bit because there are some cool ones. I mean, even this booster box is pre-ordering around $215 right now. And earlier this morning, I was watching a video. Brian put up Pokeinvesting talking about his distribution, how much he's getting for these Iono's Belly Bolt EX premium collections. He said he basically ordered 100 cases, and I believe he said he only got 15. He's basically saying there's a huge problem with Pokemon just not printing enough, right? And I think that's kind of becoming obvious at this point. I mean, you can blame scalpers, you can blame people buying up everything they can see, but really it's coming down to like how much Pokemon can print. And it does seem like maybe even Destined Rivals is going to go the same way. So if you guys were in Canada, Hobbiesville put up pre-orders on March 1st at 4:30 p.m. PST, 7:30 p.m. EST. And initially, if you went on their website, you could pre-order a case, right? That was basically what they're planning to do. And then a couple hours before they made the announcement, they changed it to max 2 booster boxes per customer. So Hobbiesville, Canada only, so no UK, no US customers, and it sold out within a minute, guys. All their boxes for the pre-order gone within a minute. Me and my cousin were both trying to get boxes. I managed to get 2 boxes. I'll show up on screen. And I am planning to give him a box because he didn't actually get any. So really, my allocation of Destined Rivals right now is 1 box, guys. That's how much I've been able to pre-order. I'm hoping I can get more potentially through the Pokemon Center or another outlet in Canada once more pre-orders go up. But, if we're having such a big issue with Journey Together, right, which I personally don't like the set. I think there are some decent illustration rare cards. For example, you have the Articuno, you have Whale Lord, which I really like. Some people are going to say that the Ionos and Lily cards will do well just because they're popular trainers, and I think that's pretty good reasoning to have. But again, I don't know how well they're going to do just because they aren't super popular Pokemon. Outside of that, I like the Meowth, and I can't remember this guy's name, but this Ferret, something like that. This is a really cool card. And then, yeah, some of the SIRs could be dark horses. I really like the Salamence. I don't think the artwork is too crazy, but I do like it. Enzor art could be interesting to see what happens, and then Lily's Clefairy. I think those are probably going to be the big three. I'm not a big fan of the Belly Bolt, and then what is this? I can't remember the name of this one. And then Hopsasian is whatever. So again, nothing too crazy, and we don't know a ton of cards that are going to be in Destined Rivals yet. We do know a couple because we're getting more releases from Heatwave Arena, and some of these cards do look interesting, right? So when it comes to illustration rares, I think Journey Together actually has better ones so far. There are a couple I like here. Cynthia's Roserade I think is great just because Cynthia's in it. It's a pretty cool looking card as well. I like the colors there. Uh, the Hydrapple, not really a huge fan of. The Rapidash maybe could be decent. This could be a card that it wouldn't surprise me if it comes out the gate at like $5 to $10 and then goes up with time towards that $20-$25 price point. I just feel like it's going to be one of those cards that people undervalue out the gate, and then someone eventually tries to pump it, and then it reaches a new high and continues to go. The Rotom, again, I talked about this. It just seems like the Lost Origin one to me. It's just slightly different background, whatever. And then Greedent is Greedent. But really, the big cards from Destined Rivals so far that everyone was expecting was going to be a Ho and then the Garchomp, and we got both of them. And I really love this Garchomp. It's an action shot. You have Cynthia in the background. She's also up on the screen in the arena. It's a really great artwork. I really enjoy that one, and it would not surprise me if this card is over $100. The Ho, on the other hand, I actually prefer Ho as a Pokemon compared to Garchomp, but this artwork is just kind of bland. I don't think it's too interesting. There's really not much going on. I do think it's a beautiful looking card, but comparatively, I was hoping for something better, and I still think it's going to be a very expensive card just because it's Ho and it's an SIR, but it probably could have been better. Point being, we have a Ho, we have a Garchomp, and we know that we're going to be getting a Mewtwo in Glory of Team Rocket, which comes out April 18th in Japan. So we should probably start getting some leaks of the illustration rares and special illustration rares in that set probably in the next couple of weeks here. So be on the lookout for some shorts. Obviously once PokeBeach puts those up, I'll talk about them. But point being, I think this set is going to be worth more than Journey Together. And if Journey Together is pre-ordering at $220 USD, in that range. If Hobbiesville, one of the largest third-party sellers of Pokemon cards in Canada, is selling out within a minute, limit of 2 booster boxes to only Canadian customers, it's just, we're going to have a huge issue, right? I imagine that all the small stores like Catch a Card, PokeZone, a lot of those types of places, maybe even Zephyr Epic, I don't know who else, they're probably only going to get like a case. And again, this all goes back to Brian's video, where he's talking about how over the past few months he's been buying so many battle decks and really shit products just to scratch the back of his distributor. And if he's only getting 15 cases, when I think he said he normally gets like 50 cases or 100 cases of things like this. So, if he's really not getting a lot of product compared to what he normally gets, these smaller stores, especially in Canada and the US, they're just going to get crushed. They're only going to have a few boxes. It's going to be such a pain to get product. I really think for a lot of people, getting Destined Rivals pre-orders is going to come down to, getting in the queue at the Pokemon Center. Obviously today we actually had the Prismatic Evolutions 2 packs go up on the Pokemon Center. They sold out pretty much instantly within a couple of minutes. But shout out to PokeNotify if you guys are in there. A lot of people did actually end up getting one because it was a maximum limit of one, which is insane for a 2 pack blister. But that kind of just shows Pokemon's not making enough product. They're not, being able to distribute it properly. And yeah, I mean, guys, if you want to get pre-orders for product in this market, you really just need to have a notification service, whether it's PokeNotify or whether it's something else. You have a Twitter one or another Discord. You need to have that. It's required at this point, unless stores make announcements, much earlier and you can prepare for it, right? Like Hobbiesville, in their app at like 2:30 p.m. PST, made an announcement that they were gonna do the drop at 4:30. So that's probably part of the issue when it comes to getting product, is just everyone waiting at that time, and it's just going to go instantly. I kind of actually prefer it where, I mean, I understand it's probably better for a store to just come out and say when they're going to do the drop, so it gives people time to plan. Obviously, for me, just being able to do a lot on my phone and doing a lot of work on my computer, it's pretty easy for me to drop a pre-order at any time. So if I see a notification on my phone, I kind of prefer that way, just because I think I kind of have an advantage. So again, for me, being a selfish person like that, I actually prefer when I just get a notification, I go, and it's kind of a race that way. Whereas when you get in line, and I was talking to my cousin about this too, because he tried to pre-order, and it wasn't just booster box, guys. The ETBs went out in less than a minute as well. Same thing with the sleeve boosters. So we were both there right at 4:30. We both clicked refresh, and it kind of just seemed random, like who got it and who didn't. I actually took a few seconds to try and place my pre-order. I was obviously had to go through the bot thing, and then I just double checked my information, made sure I wasn't paying for shipping and everything. So it took a few seconds for the transaction to go through, but after that, like it was gone. So yeah, it's wild. I think with this set, there's going to be huge issues. If you guys manage to get pre-orders at MSRP, definitely hold on to them. I think that's a no-brainer play at this point. I think if Journey Together is sitting around $220, Destined Rivals might even be 240, 250. Again, we don't know what cards are going to be inside of it, but I'm just getting a good feeling, especially based on what we know so far with the Garchomp and the Ho. Obviously, you have Roserade in there, whatever, Rapidash, like a couple lower cards. I think the big boys are going to come in the next couple weeks once we start getting leaks for the Glory of Team Rocket. We know the Mewtwo is going to be in there. If they give us a really banger SAR, guys, like the sets, it's going to be up there in the SV era just off like those 3 cards alone, I think. So be on the lookout for that. See what happens. If you get pre-orders in, whether it's through Hobbiesville or the Pokemon Center at MSRP, keep your pre-orders. And yeah, that's really all I wanted to say in this video. If you got some value out of it, which I doubt a lot of you did because I didn't really say too much, maybe you hadn't seen the cards yet from Destined Rivals, but if you got some value, you want to support the channel, leave a like on the video. Again, affiliate links down below if you're buying anything, Hobbiesville, PokeNotify, all of that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.